So good morning, class 8. Let's continue chapter number 12, friction. Till now, we have done the definition of friction, that it is opposing force and always act in the opposite direction. Second thing we discussed, that friction is where it is advantages and where are the different disadvantages of friction. Now we have to discuss that friction is a necessary evil. You may get this question also. Explain the process why the friction is a necessary evil. So first of all, let's discuss how friction is necessary for us. So what we can do if the friction will there and what we can't do if the friction will not there. Okay, Anshika Agarwal, continue. Reading from 12.3, friction a necessary evil.
Okay, ma'am. Friction, unnecessary evil. Recall now some of your experiences. Is it easier to hold a cooler or a glass tumbler? Suppose the outer surface of the tumbler is greasy or has a film of cooking oil on it. Would it become easier or more difficult to hold it? Just think. Would it be possible to hold the glass at all if there is no friction?
Okay, but
Recall.
next Varun Singh and Harshi Deshwal. First of all, Varun Singh with second paragraph. So in this paragraph, it has been told that it becomes very, very difficult if there is a oil on your hand to hold the glass because that glass becomes slippery. Okay, so we'll find the reason later on. Continue, Varun.
Recall also how difficult it is
Speak loudly.
to move. Recall how difficult it is to move on a wet, muddy track or wet, muddy floor. Can you imagine being able to walk at all if there were no friction?
Okay, next paragraph, Harshi Deshwal. Harshi Deshwal, continue with the next paragraph. After that, Prateksha. Harshi Deshwal, unmute and start. Prateksha, you can continue.
I'm from where? And the second one?
Yes.
The force required to overcome friction at the instant an object starts moving from rest is a measure of static friction. On the other
Beta, where are
hand, the
you?
force
See on the
required.
screen. Akshita Senwal, to you continue. Prateksha, where are you? On which page number? See on the screen which page has been shared. Akshita.
You could not write with pen or pencil if there were no friction.
Next paragraph,
When
Pari
a
Agarwal.
teacher is writing with chalk on the blackboard, its rough surface rubs off some chalk particles which stick to the blackboard. Could it happen if there were no friction between the chalk and the board?
If an object started moving, it would never stop if there were no friction. Had there been no friction between the tires of the automobiles and the road, they could not be started or stopped or turned to change the direction of motion. You could not fix a nail on the wall or tie a knot. Without friction, no building could be constructed.
Okay, so children, in this till here we have read that without friction we can't do all that things. Even the vehicles can't start or can't stop. Even they can't turn. The buildings can't be constructed. Even we are not able to move. Even the teacher or even you people are not able to write down. Teacher is not able to write down on the blackboard, and you people are not able to write down on the in your notebook. So means in even the nail can't be. We can't put a nail into the wall with the help of it into the wall. So these all are due to the friction. Without friction, these all things can't be done. So it means friction is necessary for us. Next, Varuni. Next paragraph, Varuni. On the other hand, what happens? So whatever we have read till now, these all are the necessary. These all are the necessity of the friction, that without friction we can't do all that things. Now on the other hand, we are going to discuss friction is an evil. How that is so?
On the other hand, friction is an evil too. It wears out the materials, whether they are screws, ball bearings, or soles of shoes. You must have seen wore out step of foot over bridges at railway station. Friction can also produce heat. Vigorously rub your palms together for a few minutes. How do you feel? When you strike a matchstick against the rough surface, it catches fire. You might have observed that the jar of a mixer becomes hot when it runs for a few minutes. You can cite various other examples in which friction produces heat. In fact, when a machine is operated, heat generated cause much wastage of energy. We shall discuss the ways of minimizing friction in the following section.
Okay, beta. So till now, where she has read, this is the points that friction is an evil. Kindly mark the points. Friction as is an evil. It's not good for us. Why it's not good for us? First, the wear out of the shoes. When you are wearing the shoes on the regular basis, the sole of the shoes wear out. That gets spoiled. This is possible due to the friction only. Second, you have seen the worn out steps of the foot over bridge at the railway stations. So that is also due to the cause of the friction. Number three, friction can also produce heat. When how heat is produced? When vigorously you rub your palm, then what happened? The heat is produced. Okay, a mastic, when you rub against a rough surface, it catches fire very easily. Machines we are using at our home or even in the factories, they all produces the heat, and that all heat is totally wasted. So these means in this way, these are the 3 or 4 ways by which we are wasting the heat. So means friction is an evil. I hope till here the concept is clear. If this question comes that friction is a necessary evil, so first of all, you have to write down the positive, means advantages of friction, that what we can't do without friction. And second thing, in evil, you will writing these points, that the energy is wasted, the heat is produced, worn out of the shoes, and worn out of the steps of the foot over bridges. So till here, if any problem to anyone, you may ask to me. So we have done the parts like necessary and evil. Why friction is necessary and it is evil. In the next, till here, anybody want to ask something, beta? Anybody? If you are, this activity you have done, if you are wearing your shoes or the sleepers at your home, and if you are using it regularly, after some days, you must have seen that they get worn out, that get spoiled. What is the reason behind it? This is due to the friction, because friction is a process when it comes in contact with each other. So it gets keep on rubbing. तो ये rub होता जाता है. जब वो rub होता है, then what happens? The shoes or the sleeper that get spoiled, that gets wear out. Okay. Should I move further? Anybody wants to ask something?
No.
Next is increase or decrease. Few examples are there, few situations are there where we need to increase the friction, and few ways are there, few examples where we need to decrease the friction. Let's read it. RF Sehgal. So first of all, we are going to discuss where we want to increase the friction. After that, Neha Jain. RF Sehgal, continue.
Okay, ma'am. 12.4 Increasing and reducing friction. As you have seen in the previous section, friction is desirable and in some situations. Have you ever thought why the sole of the shoe is grooved? It is done to provide the shoes better grip on the floor so that you can move safely. Similarly, the treated tires of cars, trucks, and bulldozers provide better grip with the ground.
Next.
We deliberately
Next, Neha Jain.
We deliberately increase friction by using brake pads in the brake system of bicycle and automobiles. When you are riding a bicycle, the brake pads do not touch the wheels. But when you press the brake lever, these pads arrest the motion of the rim due to friction. The wheels stop moving. You might have seen that kabaddi players rub their hands with soil for a better grip of their opponents. Gymnastic applies some force substance on their hands to increase friction for better grip. In some situations, however, friction is undesirable and we would want to minimize it.
Okay. Next is, so these are the points which I had marked on a screen, like the shoes, the grooved shoes. You must have seen that the shoes are with the grooves at the base. Why they are provided? They are designed in such a way to provide a better grip. This is the first point where we need to increase the friction. The threaded tires, you must have seen the tires of the vehicles. They are in such a way to provide a grip with the ground. Next, number 3, the brake pads in the brake system of any automobiles, they are used to increase the friction with the ground for a better grip. Next, number 4, kabaddi players. Kabaddi players, you must have seen before fighting. What they do? They apply a coarse material on their hand to make their hands rough. They want to increase the friction. And number 4 with the number 5, that is the same with gymnast. What gymnasts do? They also do the same thing. They also, what they do? They apply a coarse material or rough material on their hands for the better grip, because they have to hold something, a pipe or something, to do the gymnast. So that's why the proper grip is provided by increasing the friction. So these are the examples. Can you give me another example where we want the rough, where we want to increase the friction? These are the best ways, and you all are aware. Shoes, आपने देखा होगा, when the vehicles, they cover a large distances, then what happens? The tire becomes smooth. तब वो threaded नहीं. If your vehicle is new one, then the tire remains threaded one. If the vehicle is a old one, then what happens? The tires, जिसको हम कहते हैं tires घिस गए हैं, that has become worn out. The chances of the slippery increases. Then we have to change the tires of the vehicle. Is it clear? So these are the ways where we want to increase the friction. I hope it's clear to you. You must have seen. Ivanshi Rastogi, continue with the next part. Next, Ananya Jain. Varuni, continue. After that, Chaitanya.
Fine powder on carbon.
Speak loudly.
Why do you sprinkle fine powder on carbon board? You might have noticed that when a few drops of oil are poured on the hinge of the door moves smoothly. A bicycle and a motor machine use grease between the moving parts of these machines. In all the above cases, we want to reduce friction in order to increase efficiency.
Okay, beta, thank you. So here we have, okay, beta, 3 examples we have taken. Carom board you used to play. What happens in the carom board? You sprinkle the powder. Why it is so? Why you sprinkle powder before playing? What's the reason behind it? You want the surface to be smoother or want to surface to be the rough?
Smoother.
You want that surface should be smoother. So what you do, you just sprinkle a powder on it. Means you want to reduce the friction. Another way, if your bicycle on any of the vehicles are not working smoothly or not moving properly, you apply grease between the moving parts of the machines. Even at our home, if any of the machine is not working, we just apply a oil or grease in it. Third thing is there, that in the hinge of the door, अगर आपके घर के जो दरवाजे हैं, suppose they are making a noise, उसमें कोई आवाज आ रही है, and if we put a few drops of oil, it works smoothly. ठीक है? It means we want to reduce the friction here. हम क्या चाहते हैं कि friction should be reduce. So these are the ways. Next. Chaitanya or Ananya, whoever so
When
wants.
oil, grease, or graphite is applied between the moving part of a machine, a thin layer is formed there and moving surfaces do not directly rub against each other. Interlocking of irregularities is avoided to a great extent. Movement becomes smooth. The substances which reduce friction are called lubricants. In some
Kindly
machines,
underline the
it may
definition of lubricants.
In some machines, it may be not be advisable to use oil as lubricant. An AI cushion between the moving parts is used to reduce friction.
Okay, children. So I hope this concept is clear to you that how we can reduce friction by applying oil or grease. What happens? Why the friction that becomes tough? Surface become rough because the irregularities increases in that. And when we apply a lubricant, it forms a smoother layer. Smoother layer is formed, means it acts like a cushion. So that are the ways to reduce the friction. So children, we have read about the ways to increase or ways to reduce the friction. And in next class tomorrow, whenever your class will be there, we'll continue with the types of friction.